We are at the Mnjikaning Fish Weirs historic site at the bottom of the Narrows in Orillia, Ontario. It was designated a National Historic Site of Canada in 1982 because the site contains the largest and best preserved wooden fish weirs known in eastern North America. The constriction of the Narrows allows fish to be caught as they move between the lakes, and the shallowness of the channel permits wooden weirs to be built there. The channel today is divided in two. There's the original channel that curves to the northeast and the navigation channel that runs straight to the north. A causeway for an old Canadian Pacific Railway bed runs across the north end of the Narrows. Marshland lies in between these channels and also east of the old channel. A third channel seems to have existed in the past, curving to the west of the navigation channel and has been largely filled in by modern development. In use from about 3300 BCE until the recent past, the oldest wooden stakes are clustered in the East Channel, and samples taken from the stakes have provided carbon dates in excess of 5,000 calendar years old. This falls within a time period referred to by archaeologists as the Late Archaic period. Little is known about this area in this period of time, and so archaeologists cannot describe the cultural affiliations of the earliest people who used the weirs. Another cluster of 12 radiocarbon dates falls within the time that the Huron-Wendat and their immediate ancestors lived in the area around the Narrows. The first settlers to arrive on Lake Couchiching didn't establish roots at what is today Orillia. Rather, the more attractive location, a spot blessed with historic and geographic importance, was at the Narrows just to the south. It was here that the first settlement on Lake Couchiching took shape. The Narrows is a thin peninsula of land separating Lakes Simcoe and Couchiching, a small slice of land whose importance has outweighed its size. For centuries, it had been a nexus in First Nation trade routes that branched out throughout central Ontario. Early fur traders generally followed traditional First Nation routes, so it should come as no surprise that by the early 1800s, the Narrows had become an important cog in the fur trade. Much of the land at the Narrows was deemed too wet to develop and surrounded by either lake or swamp. There was nowhere to expand to. A more suitable location was found 1 mile north and west, and soon, settlers and businesses began to cluster around that locale to the detriment of the Narrows. For a few years, the Narrows and Newtown competed for dominance, but the latter won out. Today, it's called Orillia. Join us in our exploration of the Mnjikaning Fish Weirs.
The Mnjikaning, how do you say it?
Mnjikaning.
Mnjikaning Fish Weirs today. It's a historical site in Orillia down by the Narrows. Let's see how this goes. Sorry about butchering the name.
Mm-hmm. You know the spring is coming when the beavers are out. That's amazing. Hey buddy, what's going on? Just chilling? This is art. Absolutely beautiful. We're gonna zip around over here.
Boots, don't fall in the water. My camera's worth money.
That is art as well. This, on the other hand, this is not art. This is just vandalism at its basest level.
This is me. Being an adult, I'm resisting the urge to push Pootz into the water.
Uh-huh. Remember, I go down, this $500 camera goes down too. Just remember that.
$500 cameras in my hand, the $250 ones in yours.
Shut up, Pilgrim. Really loving the light right now on this, when you can actually see all the way down. Like I said, just right down into the inky depths. Still can't believe after all these centuries, it's like these are still here. And I really love the way that they actually still kept this they still kept this while building the bridge.
I'm sure they destroyed a few in the process, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know.
It didn't get set as a natural landmark until 1962.
All right.
So it wasn't actually protected until that point.
Yeah, but this is something that really irritates me, though. Beautiful artwork covered up by just random vandalism. This is just Historical landmark, and here it is. We still have a beer can still caught in there.
Wait, beer? I want beer.
Beer can. Right in there. I don't know. No sense of history. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Pilgrim. Underneath a bridge here, kind of feel like a certain billy goat.
Whatever, you look more like a troll under a bridge.
Yep. Knowing you, you'll take the camera and then push me in.
Don't presume to know me.
Uh-huh. I do know you.
Going to check out some weirs over here. We came across one of the most violent creatures in Canada, the Canadian goose.
Vicious.
We ever go to war, we're just going to send an army of these fuckers over wherever we're going to war. They're telling us off right now, Pootz.
I wouldn't get too close, man.
I'm getting close. Fuck these guys. As we got here, we found the plaque for the Mnjikaning fish weirs. Again, butchering it, but hey, I don't... What?
Mnjikaning.
Mnjikaning?
Learn pronunciation.
Mnjikaning fish weirs. Come on down here, it's right beside the bridge on Atherley Road if you want to learn a little something about them. He's also got this, the Huron fish weirs.
The adjacent narrows joining Lake Simcoe and Mnjikaning are the remains of Indian fish weirs. They were noted by Samuel de Champlain when he passed here on September 1st, 1615, with the Huron war party en route to attack the Iroquois south of Lake Ontario. The weirs consisted of large numbers of stakes driven into the bottom of the narrows with openings at which nets were placed to catch fish. These weirs, or clears? Man, maybe I should take my own advice on pronunciation. Sorry if I butcher in that, guys. Caused Lake Simcoe to be named Lac aux Clayes during the French regime. Their remains were noted by archaeologists as early as 1887, and their location was particularly charted in 1955.
Partially charted.
Partially. Yeah, partially.
What are we drinking today?
Oh, you mean aside from our usual delicious, fulfilling, 100% Canadian Tim Hortons coffee, we are currently on the next best thing, our Monster energy drinks.
What kind are you drinking today, Dave?
My personal favorite. This is dragon tea, actually made from dragon fruit, and I believe that Pilgrim, gimme. This one is the Monster Punch energy drink. That is a peach mango, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Uh-huh.
So as you come down here to the weirs, they've got this bridge that I had no idea was actually here. Goes along, you've got the weirs on this side. Some more on this side. So down here you've got all this bricked off platform area for checking out the weirs. In the middle of it, and not even the center, you've got this. The only possible reason for this is because they didn't want to move it.
I mean, that's like what? 800 pounds maybe? Solid rock?
Okay, but guaranteed they had equipment down here. The only reason they did this was they're like, we don't want to move it, so let's just decorate it.
Yeah, I like it.
You would.
Want to actually get another solid shot of this with the natural culminating with the unnatural, that is to say with the bridge itself. But the thing is, that's not the one thing that I wanted to show you guys. Because look over there behind me. Pilgrim's all by him lonesome right there, probably letting his mind wander. We should go mess with him. Dun 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 dun. What you doing, Pilgrim? What you doing, Pilgrim?
Fuck off! Down here on the train trestle, just checking out the birds all on the waterfront. Spring is indeed in the air. More weirs.
I like that, very steampunkish, eh?
What, the old train trestle?
The gear, yeah, the gears.
Yeah. We found this and we thought it was just a very interesting item.
I always figured you were a brony, man.
Don't you know it, bud? We're headed back now from the Weirs there. Done filming for the day. Just want to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and we will see you in the next one.
Have a good one, guys. See you soon.